called him a miserable fat fuck. Because it's so freaking obvious. And I hope it helps him. Daniel, Smokey, and the birds. Hope everyone's doing well. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be with you here in this way. Every day that we get to see each other's faces or hear each other's voices, know that we're around is a blessed day. This dog's got me doing spins. Anyway, sometimes we have to be firm with each other. What do I mean by that? I'm all for love and kindness. I mean, that's the message that I'm driving, that I'm moving, pushing forward. But don't fuck with me, okay? I'm all about love and helping and sharing and lending out a hand and including you in the way that I want to live my life, in the vision of peace and love that I have in my mind, in the direction that I feel my spirit is going in. And I don't say feel I would say more like no. Okay? What I do comes from knowing, not from believing or feeling, from knowing. And so we have to be a little more firm with each other. And so I bring this up because a neighbor, I was out here the other day at around 6:45 in the morning, and it's my meditation time. I stand out here with the birds. I spread some seeds, and I just meditate on life in the moment, on everything. And I try to bring some peace to my mind, some peace to my body, so that I can focus on doing the things that I had planned out for the day. But he didn't like the fact that I was pick a piece of glass and nobody steps on it. He didn't like the fact that I was feeding the birds. And so I felt someone staring at me for a few seconds out of the corner of my eye. Smokey, stop. And I looked up, and he was outside of his garage standing in his flip-flops with this look on his face like I was committing the biggest sin in the world. And so I knew what his problem was, but I gave him the opportunity to just go back in his house and not have to freaking deal with my mouth, right? And so I continued to do as I was doing because it's not illegal. And a couple minutes later, against its better judgment, he comes out at me in a very aggressive, annoyed, totalitarian, I'm gonna tell you what you can't do manner, with this look on his face like he just wanted to punch me. And he proceeds to tell me, hey, you cannot be feeding the birds here. Do you live here? Mind you, I've been living here in this community for going on 19 years now. He moved in a couple years ago. Hasn't noticed that I am his neighbor, 2 doors down. Wouldn't recognize my face. But I recognize this. He's been my neighbor for about 7 years now. He has a son. His son is into fencing. He's a good boy. Okay, he may be a bit on the autism spectrum, and I don't know if the father knows, but I noticed because I have a daughter with Down syndrome. And so I see when a child is what you would call not normal, but what's normal, right? I see a special child when it comes to those terms. Because all children are special, but everyone's different. Anyway, and he proceeds to just So I get back in his face, and one thing I do is, if you come at me, my response is gonna be in the direction that you came at me, but 2 times stronger. I'm not saying the strongest, 2 times stronger, because there are levels. So if you come at me at a level of love and kindness and truth, then I'll come at you with the same. But if you come in pushing me, if you come in slandering me, belittling me, demeaning me, pushing my freaking buttons, then expect to be pushed back from a level that you never expected. And I say that in the most kindest, loving of ways. Those who know me know me. Those who don't know me are gonna get to know me one way or the other. Whether it's in the way of love or a way of a lightness so freaking bright that when you open your eyes to it, you'll either go blind or you'll start to rethink everything in your life that has led you up to that freaking moment. I've been telling you guys to know your neighbors, to love your neighbors, to share with your neighbors, to share with yourself. Everything in this garden that we live in is for all of us, for each other. Protect the life, protect the truth, protect the trees, protect the fruits, the birds. Because how at 6:45 in the morning you're so frustrated that you want to hate the birds already? I called him a miserable fat fuck because it's so freaking obvious, and I hope it helps him. Peace, Daniel.